Kalen Deboer just got a dream coaching job at the University of Alabama, but nobody, and I mean nobody, could convince me to stop doing what I'm doing right now and go pursue a college job in quarterbacks, coordinating, or even head coach for that matter. But let's get into why. Folks are saying that Kalen Deboer is an overnight success because he was only a coordinator at Indiana for 4 years before getting the big head gig and then parlaying that in there. But you're like skipping past the 26-year long, windy road that led to that opportunity. He coached high school, NAIA, and I'm sure probably Pop Warner at some point or flag like I'm doing right now. But after his first head coaching job at Sioux Falls, he spent 10 years as an offensive coordinator before he got the head coaching job at Fresno State. Now we see how long that windy road can be. And Deboer's career isn't an exception. It's actually kind of like the rule. I mean, it is an absolute success story. Fired up to see what he does with the Crimson Tide. But that pathway to get these opportunities, one, are dependent on the players around you, the personnel you have, the health of the team. Did you lose your starting quarterback in a contract year? As an offensive coordinator, did you have a defense that couldn't stop anybody, that puts you in tough situations? So many things as a coach are outside of your control, but it's those early jobs, not just the GA, the position assistant, and the jobs that are paying 35 grand, 50 grand. You're getting up when it's pitch black. You're going to bed when it's pitch black, in the office, the middle of the night, and grinding it out into tape and recruiting and all of the things, which is why when Kalen Deboer gets a job like this, and I don't even know Kalen, I'm stoked for these guys. I'm pumped when these guys arrive at that outcome, even though it still doesn't make me wish I was pursuing it. But that 26-year career was pre-NIL, which in my opinion has completely changed the college coach's lifestyle. With NIL, negotiating, having a player come into a coach's room and say, I want more money, that is just, not how the NFL works. If an NFL player has a contract dispute or an issue with their contract, their agent's going to call the cap manager or the GM. The player's not going to go to the quarterback coach and say, I'm unhappy with my deal. But that is currently what's happening in college football on a daily basis. And I've never met this guy, but I would assume that's why Jeff Hafley left the head coaching position at Boston College University to take the defense coordinator job with the Green Bay Packers. I don't know what the financial situation is, but I bet if it was the same, he would have done it strictly because of what they're asking a college head football coach to do right now versus a defense coordinator in the league because to just coach ball. But worse than all the NIL stuff, in my opinion, is the college football calendar. I mean, think about it. You have the transfer portal, early signing day, coaches getting hired and fired, and the playoffs and championship all happening in the same month. That would be like the NFL saying in the middle of the NFL draft, by the way, everyone's an unrestricted free agent, and we're going to have the AFC and NFC championship game followed by the Super Bowl all in like a 3-week span. That's not an exaggeration. That's literally what it would be like. I get asked a lot in the comments section, which is why we made this video. Why don't you take a quarterback coaching job? Why don't you go to this place? Now I'm not comparing bank accounts. The people on the list of sign these contracts to be head coaches and coordinators probably make a lot more money than me. The reality is my year is built around the football calendar. It's just the inverse. Once the season starts ending in January and February, my season starts. Draft prep starts usually the first week in January. I get a group of 3 to 5 guys, spend 3 months with them, run around in March, run their pro days. We have our celebrity flag football game. The vets kind of start in February and March coming in. Got guys out here for 3 weeks, the whole off season. Got spring break in March and April for a couple of colleges, have 3 to 5 guys out for each of those kind of consistent spring break weeks. Heading into May, June, July, which is heavy off season for the NFL vets and college guys coming out after spring ball. August, I'm off. Everyone goes away to training camp, usually go on vacation, spend time with the family. When the football season starts, I'm just doing in-season consulting, Zooming with my college and NFL clients on a weekly basis, breaking down tape right here on that screen right there. Not really having to travel unless it's a game that I'm dying to catch. And it's just the opposite. My off season is the season. The season is my off season. And I get to do it from my hometown. So I appreciate and flattered when people say you should coach the quarterback at. The reality is the current state of college football, the way that it is, I ain't going anywhere.